YouTube? What's going on? Hold on, let me start the live trading. What's good, guys? Bro, what was this open, bro? Bro, I got the false signal above the breakout, guys, and it just didn't hold. Well, I'm still looking for a re-entry. I still believe we can go higher, but bro, that first entry was not it, bro. I don't really think many people caught it, though, because that thing happened way too quick. But here you go, guys. Let me start up the screen share. All right, I'm going to try to look for a re-entry really, really quick. Same entry, same everything. It's just I feel like I entered too early because the market opened, and it's still going a little bit crazy. But, man, that open was not what I was looking for since last night, bro. Let me tell you guys. Anyways, right now we are getting a little bit of a sell-off, though. So if this idea, since we were watching it since last night, if this idea doesn't end up holding up, we could probably look for a DOL sweep off of this right here if we do end up getting more downside selling today, because you guys got to keep in mind we are inside of a bullish rally gap as well in the 15-minute time frame. Although I was expecting a little bit of upside, unfortunately we got a little bit of a false breakout. I entered and it just didn't really hold. A little bit of a bummer coming into market open, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I'm sure we can make it back. So it's not the end of the world for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can work with here. I'm gonna see if I can find a re-entry or if the bias flips into shorts, because we took out the London high, we didn't really hold it. We're taking out the Asia high as well. We're not really holding it too much, and if we get an inverse off the 15-minute, then I guess I'll just work off that. I'm just a little bit bummed out that this setup didn't really hold as much coming into market open, because that buying pressure was amazing. But it's cool. It's whatever. I'm gonna see what I can work with. If we can get a bounce off of this 15-minute, literally the bottom of this 15-minute gap into a red to green candle on the 15-minute, when ES is literally flipping back up here, I would love to re-enter, and I'm sure we can seek higher and make it all back. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, let me see what I could do here. Not the way I wanted to come into market open, that's for sure, though. Yeah, I'm gonna see if ES can reject here, because from the looks of it, guys, we took out this London high up here, and it just kind of seems like the whole bias is flipping. Although I've been bullish since last night. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I could take some shorts here soon, just because we're getting this IFEG off the 15-minute. I'm gonna stick to a 35-point stop as well, and just target this London low. Let me see what I could do here. All right, guys, I'm in NQ short here. I filled NQ short at 23.025. Let me tap up the alert real quick. I'm gonna have one price target and one price target only, which is gonna be the London low, DOL. Make sure I wrote everything right. 23.25. Right, bet. There you go. But yeah, dude, that open was not what I wanted to see at all, man. Whatsoever. I'm pretty confident that we could definitely sell off here, just because we're getting this London high and Asia high sweep, just with a lot of selling coming in. So I really want to at least target that London low instead, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure most, if not all of you guys, probably didn't enter. Maybe the alert didn't come in time, or it just happened too quick. So hopefully you guys didn't really get too caught up on that trade, because it was really unlucky. Definitely not the way I wanted to start off the day for sure. A little bit of a bummer, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I've been up since 8:30 waiting for an entry, guys, and we got the entry, everything I wanted with that impulse, and it turned out to be a fake out. It happens, you know, there's no really avoiding it all that much. But yeah. Anyways, my stop is going to be above the fair rally gap, which will be at 68. So, and keep in mind, guys, the market is still kind of opening up, so the volume could be all over the place, but as long as we have the bias and more of a momentum into one direction, we could be good. But yeah, hold on, let me kind of check something here. And by the way, ES also took out the high throughout the London session. We also took out the London high, and we are rejecting off of a 15-minute fair value gap on ES. So I would want to see the market really shoot down here, especially past this inverse after we took out the London high above. But you guys got to keep in mind that we are still in market open. We're about seven minutes into market open, so the volume is going to be a little bit crazy. Just don't get scared. As long as we have momentum into one direction, we should be pretty good. All right, guys. So I just kind of trust it. But yeah, look at that. We had the pullback and we had another green to red flip here, which is amazing. Ah, man, I'm just so bummed out about that first trade, bro. Let me ask in the chat in the meantime. Oh, by the way, let me go live on YouTube. What's good, YouTube? What's going on, guys? Not the open that you guys were probably expecting. But you know, shit happens. Either way, this trade is green right now. So it's fine for now. Ah, man, I forgot to put the. Oh man, hold up, guys. Give me 1 sec. But yeah, let's see if we can hold down the selling momentum. If we can, we should be good with this trade. I'm just trying to see how this open holds up with the momentum and everything. This is one stressful ass open, man. At least for me. I know that a good amount of you guys probably didn't catch that trade or the first trade. But yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know in the chat. Type of 1 if you guys ended up entering off the first entry, which was the long position, and type of 2 if you guys ended up not entering and just waiting for the. Actually, it'll be better if I do a poll because it's kind of going to be mixed. Seeing a lot of 1s. I'm seeing a few 2s. Yeah, guys. The 2s. Okay, cool. Guys, with the first entry, you guys, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I went to sleep super excited because I woke up at 8:30, guys, for the PPI news. I'm like, okay, well, let's see how this ends up. PPI came out bullish. We got a nice. We didn't really get an entry off the PPI news, but we got one literally off open, but it turns out to be a fake out. You know what I mean? Like we literally inversed it perfectly, but it didn't hold. It literally didn't even hold for 3 seconds. So I got faked out on that trade. Now, if this trade doesn't end up holding up, then I'm probably just gonna call it because it's gonna feel really, really annoying. You know what I mean? But I really want to see this candle hold red because if we're able to hold red by the time this candle closes, I'm sure we could shoot down into some previous price targets below, which on the 15-minute time frame we do have some here, which I'm gonna go ahead and mark out just so I can have some extra price targets just in case, you know. Which will be these 3. I mean, these are kind of just close to each other, so I'm gonna mark out this one instead. So instead of having one price target, I'm going to target, if we end up holding this down with the momentum, I'm going to target 22,995 and 22,979 as well, just to add those into the price targets. I don't like hearing that tone. No, bro, you got to keep in mind, bro. I'm a little bit tilted with that first opening trade. And, dude, I've been up for some time now. So I'm a little tired for sure. So I'm going to have the energy in my voice, but don't worry about it, guys. All right. I am a little tired for today. I was really I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure you guys saw it because I'm sure you guys were up at 8:30 in the morning when PPI came out. We had a good pump into it. We got a tick above the fair value gap, but it wasn't really a hold above, so I didn't really enter. And I was really watching it, you know, with like I did not lay my eyes off the charts for some time, and we just kept playing or dancing around that inverse fair value gap, and we didn't get it until market open. And the second I enter, we get a nice push up and then right back down like 3 seconds later. So it went straight to my stop loss. But I mean, it was risky because it was market open. You know what I mean? That's how the volume typically is. But man, it sucks. I got caught up with that timing a little bit. So I'm gonna see how this short position goes. I'm trying to see if ES is starting to show a little bit of weakness here, which is what we want to see. NQ on the other hand, it's a lot more weaker than ES. So if ES can shoot down, I'm sure NQ can shoot down into the price targets as well. All right, guys. But yeah, let's see if I can recover. I don't know about you guys, whether you guys caught it or not, but let's see if I can recover back this loss and make something back for the day. Oh man, but definitely not the way I wanted to start the morning. It definitely makes your head hurt for sure. But remember, guys, I know as I entered shorts, we did have one price target and one price target only, but I'm gonna be targeting a little bit more, 2 more levels, which is gonna be 995 and 979, which would be the internal levels. To the downside. We're currently up about what? Nah, not even that much. Because I got a pretty bad fill. Just a messy open on my end, regardless. I know I can recover it back more than likely. As long as we're able to inverse this fair value gap on ES and ES can show weakness, we could be good. All right. But yeah. Now, if you do end up hitting the PT1, it'll be 40 points. But the market is just really shaky right now. Like, we're getting the push down, then we're getting the push back up. We're getting close to the levels of our levels of liquidity and all stuff. Like I always say, guys, or like I've been saying all morning, it's just market open. It's like this. I don't know if you guys took scales or not. I didn't really get anything yet. Because I'm still waiting for at least this price target to get hit so I can recover most of the loss back from that first trade. But yeah, definitely not the way I wanted to start the morning. Yeah, the market is really shaky right now, guys. So we have a lot of volume. We just need to get that stable momentum, which is for now looking more to the downside. But we just need ES to really inverse this 15-minute gap so we can really see lower. But yeah, let's see if we can see this price target. And I'll probably take some out. Okay, now wait. If we see this price target, depending on I got filled at 25, which was a little bit later than I wanted, but it's just because of the market volume. So I should be back to break even if we see like a break below 990. That'll be pretty nice. I'll probably take most out there. I wouldn't suggest for you guys to take out most there if you guys didn't end up catching the first trade. But if you guys want to end break even or get something back to break even, then yeah, I'll probably just take most out there and then just see what I can do with the rest of the runners. So right now I want to target 995, but I mainly want to see break below 990 so I can really see the move that I want. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm trying to see what we can do here. Because right now, like I said, guys, the market right now is going crazy. We're getting red, green, red, like really big candles. All right, but right now, my main watch here, guys, is a fair value gap projection off ES up here, DOL sweep right here off ES, and a 15-minute inverse off this earlier fair value gap right here, or off this more recent fair value gap right here. Right now, we're in the midpoint. All right, so we need literally 5 more points to the downside, and we should be good on the shorts on NQ. All right, but let's see if we can target. Let's see if we can see 990 or a break below 990. If we can get that, I might just take out like 8 contracts and maybe find a trade later today to maybe get a little bit more green on the day. But yeah, we're breaking new lows here, guys. So pay attention here. All right, guys. For the people that at least took that trade or didn't take the first trade and you guys are in this one. All right, we're about to see. Wait, Trade of 8 is showing me that we're about to hit the price target when TradingView is not. Guys, if you guys want to take skills around this area just because we're breaking lows, you guys can definitely do so. All right, guys, you guys can definitely do so. I personally want to see 990, but if you guys want to take scales, go ahead. All right, guys, there is nothing wrong with taking scales there. I'm going to go ahead and put it out here. Give me 1 second. But yeah, dude, this market is extremely shaky. We're getting green, red flips. Wait, let me retype this alert real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me know if you guys ended up getting skills off that. I couldn't get anything just yet, so I just had this pre-typed. So I guess I'll just stick with it. Let's see if we can get another green to red candle flip back down. That'll be beautiful into 990. All I want to see is 990. That'll be amazing. Now, for those wondering, what could have went wrong with this first trade that we literally waited all night for, which was inverses fair value gap, DOL sweep off this, MSS model, and bullish PPI news, is not much that we did wrong on our end. In fact, we didn't do anything wrong. It's more of the fact that we took it off market open, and you guys know how the first opening candle always is. right? Obviously, a bunch of overnight orders are flowing through, bunch of buy orders, bunch of sell orders. So no matter whether the setup is super bullish or bearish, um, it's just so many orders coming into the market that anything can happen, and a lot of fake outs do end up happening. Now, we've definitely had some times where we've caught the best move off market open like the second it opens, but it obviously won't always be the case, like today, for example, where we had the most perfect setup, really nice impulse to the upside, it looked beautiful, it looked perfect, but we ended up getting faked out, unfortunately, right? So it does end up happening, which is why I told you guys that the setup was a little bit risky. um so yeah. But yeah, let's see. Right now ES is getting more of an SMT to the downside. So ES is definitely showing a lot more weakness than NQ is. ES is breaking lows and everything, while NQ is kind of just holding there. Um, so yeah, let's see what we can work with here. So far, we're kind of still sitting around break even, so nothing crazy. But yeah, let me make sure I have my yeah, I do. Just in case. Yeah, today's open has been such a headache, and the fact that I woke up so much earlier just makes this so much worse. But it happens. That's trading for you guys sometimes, you know. It won't always be super pretty. Now, let's see if ES can hold this down. I'm still waiting for this inverse to really pop on through. Especially now with ES having the SMT flip and having the bearish SMT on ES. As long as ES can still manage to break past the lows, NQ should be able to hold down. All right, guys. Yeah, dude, I am exhausted, man. Remember, guys, make sure that if you guys haven't scaled out already, I don't know if you guys took scales around the 23,000, maybe 20,005 range. I would really highly suggest taking scales out at 995. And yes, is about to get this inverse as well, which is an amazing sign. But guys, look around 995 to 990 is what I personally want to see for a good amount of scales. And then just go based off that. All right, guys. See if we can see. We're about to see. We're back at the lows, guys. So if you guys haven't scaled out already and you guys want to do so, just because maybe the market volume might be a little bit out of control, then you guys can definitely do that as well. All right, guys. Just so you guys aren't all over the place. So if you guys do want to take some scales out here, it's not a bad idea. We're about to get an inverse on ES, so we might get one more leg down to the downside, as long as we're able to hold below this inverse. But yeah, we're about to see PT here. So if you guys do want to scale out, go ahead. All right, guys. I might do something risky and kind of hold a little bit more because I want to see a break below 990. But guys, if you guys obviously want to take your own trade, take some scales out right now. All right, guys, just because we hit the price target. All right, there we go. There's a PT. All right, guys. So yeah, go ahead and take some scales out. All right, guys. No one should be read off this trade. All right, there we go. I'm back to green on the day, which is an amazing. It's a huge sign of relief, but I have to find a really nice scale amount. So maybe guys, I might scale out at 979. Because I took a little bit of a heavy loss on the first trade. All right, we're about to see 979. There we go. All right, I'm gonna scale out about. I might look to do 7. Let me type up this alert real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. PT2 hit on NQ. How many points did we see off this? Currently up 60. Around 60. Maybe like 50 or 60. All right, I'm gonna scale out most of my contracts here. All right, guys, there we go. Move your stop loss to break even, guys. Everyone should be green off this. Let me see. PT2 hit on NQ for 60 points. I scaled most of my contracts here, and yeah. Make sure to have your at break even. By the way, guys, my bad for like the whole voice tone thing. I it's not that I'm sad or anything. I'm just really fucking tired. Because bro, you know what it is? Waking up and not even getting ready or anything. The first thing I do is just go straight to my computer and look at a chart for an hour, do nothing. It's like I'd rather watch paint dry. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just really tired. So literally after I get out of the trade, whether it's break even or green or red or whatever it is, dude, I'm going straight to sleep, man. I know I stick by the lives and everything for some time, but guys, you guys got to keep giving me a break for today, man. Bro, why did we enter at market open? I mean, dude, I mean, I've done it before. It works out. Just, just a little bit unfortunate today. It happens. You know what I mean? Because I promise you, you know what I mean? If the trade did work out, you wouldn't be saying that. You get what I'm saying? You made $1,100. Beautiful. Totally understand? Yeah, it happens. It happens. You know. But let me know how you guys are doing. Did you guys manage to recover everything back? I know some people are probably gonna be like, yo, like, dude, this guy sucks, all that shit. Not yet. Bro, no way. Wait, how have you not recovered it? At first points is 25 points, not 40. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, I typed this one a little bit early. My bad. My bad. Typed that one a little bit early. By the way, guys, I have my stop loss at break even. So if I do end up getting stopped out at break even right now, I'm currently up on the day around $160, but my open position is 230. So if this goes back to break even, I might be down maybe like $50. So worst comes to worst, guys, I'm just probably gonna take a nap because I'm really really tired for today, guys. And I might come back during the PM session if I get stopped out of break even. On these last runners, I might get one more scale out somewhere down here. Just so I can like secure most of the positions. So my next scale might just be 2 contracts, and I'm holding 3 right now, guys. All right. Yeah. Can you explain why you came up with the bearish bias? Yeah, I got you. So it varies, with a few things. Now, first things first, why exactly do we have a bullish bias? Well, I'm sure you know, right? I'm sure you know because you read the setups to watch alert yesterday, where I pretty much told you guys, okay, we're looking for this, this, and this because of the sweep and an MSS one on PPI news. Right now, the reason I quickly switched over to a bearish bias is mainly because, hold on, is mainly because of of the, dude, I keep getting burps, of a momentum flip. All right. So, or like more stable momentum to one direction. So look at this, right? So I was bullish and I had every reason to be bullish, right? I mean, we inverse the fair value gap. We had a pretty nice amount of buying pressure. We had a bullish news candle come out, which was bullish PPI, and it looked amazing, right? Nothing wrong with the setup. Nothing wrong with the setup at all, right? But here's the problem. Coming into market open, it seems like instead of holding above the London high, which is where we entered, we ended up taking this London high out, which is this one right here, and going back down, right? So we swept it and we went right back down. Now, on the 15-minute time frame, we also inversed this current 15-minute bullish rally gap that we created. Wait, I'm going to take sales out. There you go. All right, guys, I scaled out most of my contracts. I'm in one left. I'm in one contract left. All right, it's good to know that we recovered this back. That's always good. All right, so but before I continue explaining this, guys, how are you guys doing on the day? Are you guys good? Are you guys we up? Are we all up or are you up? We up? Okay, we up. We up. All right, cool. That's what I like to hear. All right, I know it's a little scary open, guys. It happens, man. It's a little bit of a bummer that the first trade couldn't really hold up, especially after waiting all night. But anyways, okay, back. Wait, let me kind of alert that I took scales out, just so no one freaks out. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 sec. Dude, if only I waited like maybe 3 more seconds before I entered, I would have been green as fuck on the day. Maybe more than $1,000. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me kind of type this up. I'm holding my final contract for PT3 with a break-even stop loss. All right, let me make sure I put that out. All right, 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna continue. Don't worry. I don't think I forgot. I'm still gonna explain the trade right now, on why I kind of flipped. Dude, I can't even talk, bro. I'm so tired that I can't even get my words together. On why I quickly flipped my position from longs to shorts. And no, it's not revenge trading. I have my reasoning. All right, because it might seem like yo, you were bullish a second ago. How are you bearish now? All right, let me explain. All right, so back to what I was saying on NQ. Right, actually, let's start off with ES. Right now on NQ, we obviously, we had everything bullish. We inversed the fair value gap, bullish news, bullish buying pressure at first coming into market open. It looked amazing, right? Here's where the issue started. On ES, here's what happened. We are still inside of another 15-minute bearish value gap, although NQ doesn't have one. So ES had one here, and had one here. What did we do? We rejected off the one right here, which is the one at the complete top. All right. On top of that, guys, both ES and NQ, it seems like the second the market opened, we took out the London high and we quickly flipped back down with a green to red candle, meaning that the current momentum is very, very strong. On top of that, we're also breaking past previous candle lows, which is also giving you a short-term MSS model on the smaller time frame. All right, so what do we have right now? Let's kind of mix 2 and 2 together here. All right, NQ, right, swept the London high, or took out the London high, swept it, and got a lot of selling pressure to the downside, right? Enough selling pressure to go ahead and inverse this 15-minute fair value gap, which is even enough to already take shorts. We look over at ES. Let's see if we have a nice SMT here, right? On ES, we have another bearish fair value gap, which we then rejected from. We also took out the same London high, and we also sold off. All right, so I'm like, okay, well, obviously it doesn't really seem like buyers are going to step in anytime soon as we're getting a ton of selling pressure. All right, so I'm like, you know what? It kind of looks like a nice scalp if we just take short off of this 15-minute inverse and just ride with the momentum to the downside, which is exactly what we did. Hence why we're getting a 75-point trade as we speak right now. All right, because typically lately the trades have been maybe 30 to 40 points just because the momentum has been all that crazy. But for today, it's been a little bit crazy because market open has been something. All right, guys. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. I know it's a lot to take up, especially so early in the morning, but I'm really, really hoping that most, if not all of you guys, are back to green on the day. All right, because that's what it should have been in the first place. We had 2 beautiful setups. It's just one got faked out, man. It sucks. You're back to break even. Beautiful, bro. That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm back to being green on the day, so I'm up currently about $270. I want to hold my last contract for 929. And once I get out of this contract, guys, I'm gonna take a well-needed breather and a well-needed nap because wow, I am exhausted. What's good, Cade? What's up, bro? What's up? Was that your cat sneezing? No, that was me taking off my jacket. Because it was, I don't know. This has happened to me only. Like I wake up. Can you explain the difference between dollar total and open total? So dollar total is what I'm up on my accounts today. That is including a red trade. Dollar open is currently what I'm up on the trade right now, on this current trade. All right, so right now on this current trade, on my last contract, I'm currently up $127. On the day, I'm currently up nearly $300, right, on the account. All right. Blast, do you think we can hit longs off London lows? It depends on the setup. Probably not, just because you're going to be working with 2 very big fair value gaps to the upside. So you're probably better off just getting off and, just, yeah. So dollar total will be open and close positions. Dollar open will be just open positions currently, which right now is 1 contract. All right. So yeah. Let me catch up with the chat. Did I read that? Was that your cat sneezing? No, it was. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, guys. Am I the only one that wakes up and it could be literally 100 degrees in your house and you wake up and you're somehow still cold? I don't know what it is, bro. My house is like 80, 87. No, it's like 75 degrees or something, and that's pretty hot to me. I mean, I like everything really cold. But dude, I wake up and that's hot to me, and it's like I'm like shaking. I'm like, yo, it's cold as hell. And now that I'm fully waking, like really waking up now, it gets really hot. So yeah. Anyways, let me kind of check what we have here in the chat. Are you calling after this trade? No, man, I'm definitely off. I'm definitely off. I've had the morning barely started, and I've had a long morning already. You know what I mean? Just that first trade had me like a little like, yo, no way. You know. Bro, what are the rules again when you have 2 fair value gaps on top of each other? It depends. If you're gonna be taking a continuation model, which is pretty much just getting a rejection off the fair value gap followed with a sell-off or a push-up, you can take any of the 2 fair value gaps. Now, if you're gonna be inversing a fair value gap and you have 2 fair value gaps stacked on top of each other, you're gonna wait for both of the fair value gaps to get inverse, and then you take the long position. All right. And guys, damn, bro, so many so many people ended up getting off. I don't blame you guys. I mean, we're already done for the day, dude. I look at the live because typically we have like 500, maybe 600 people. Guys, today we have 300 people, so most people just already got off with the green trade, I'm assuming. We're green? Yeah, I guess so. I guess. By the way, guys, if you guys are green, hopefully you guys didn't get caught up with the first trade. But if you guys are green, whether you caught the first trade or not, guys, go post your profits over in the profit channel. You know, it's just so we can see how we're doing. All right. Now the trolls are coming in. Nah, but dude, I woke up at 8 in the morning, bro, and so many fucking people are, dude, it's so. Do you guys like not like wait it out a little bit, bro? Do you get what I'm saying, bro? It's yo, are we live trading? Yo, are you in? Bro. Nah, they wake up and choose chaos. The first, they don't even brush their teeth, bro. They wake up and the first thing they do is ask for a live training, bro. Like, I do. Let me wake up and let me get the plan going. Let me set up and everything, and then I'll get on. You know what I mean, today the first trade you took, dude, it is thundering like crazy. I'm gonna go jet skiing. No, I'm just kidding. Someone said here, today the first trade you took, there was a fair value gap right below the one that you took. What would you have done with that? What are you talking about? The first trade that I took. Are you talking about this fair value gap right here? I'll show. Yeah, all right, go ahead. They became great on live trade. No, no, bro. I've had enough, bro. I've had enough of trading for today, dude. I'm exhausted. That was a fire comeback though. Well needed for sure. Most stressful day in a while, I could definitely say. For this week we have 2 stressful days. We have today and we have the trade from ES, which was no, that was last week, right? No, that was today's Wednesday or today's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. That was the trade from Monday, right? We took ES Monday, right? Yeah. No, that was Friday. No. Wait, we caught 70. Yo, I have Alzheimer's? Oh, that's right. Bro, I didn't even trade yesterday, bro. I traded last night from yesterday. I'm like, there's no way I can remember what I did yesterday. That's right. I didn't do anything yesterday. I was about to say. So the trade that, yeah, it was Monday. So guys, the trade that we caught on Monday, that one was a stressful one. I'm like, am I tripping? Days overlap? Yeah, for sure. I was bugging out for a second. Anyways, like this. All right, let me check it out. What am I looking at? Wait, I need you to explain what your thing is. Oh, you're asking that. Wait, what? On a 5 minute? Are you asking why didn't we take a retracement off this instead? Oh, I mean, I just took it off the inverse. It was just there first, and I just kind of wanted an entry. Do you consider? Okay, let me check here. Someone said here. Uh, we took 3 trades Monday. Yeah. Okay. Now, I will say anytime that we take an overnight trade or a trade at nighttime, I always count it as a trade for the next day. So let's say, for example, right, we trade Monday throughout the New York session, and we take another trade during Monday at like 10 o'clock at night. I'll count that as a trade for Tuesday because it's pretty much a trade for Tuesday. If you guys know about Apex or any prop firm, the way they track these days is every day from 6 p.m. till 6 p.m. till 5 p.m. the next day is counted as one day. Then when 6 p.m. starts up again, that day will count as the next day, right? So let's say, for example, right, today is Wednesday, right? And the trading day finishes at 5 p.m. EST, right? And 6 p.m. comes along and it's Wednesday. If you take a trade after 6 p.m. EST on today, like for today on Wednesday, and you look at the chart, it'll be counted as a trade for Thursday. All right, so keep that in mind. So I just count that's the same thing, right? So if you catch a trade overnight, I'll just count it for the next day. Do you consider it revenge trading if you lose a trade and then see a setup you normally wouldn't take? If you would have been green on the first trade, wait, let me read that. Do you consider it revenge trading if you lose a trade then see a setup that you normally wouldn't take? Yes, that is revenge trading. If there's a setup that you wouldn't take, whether you're green, red, or break even, that's revenge trading. All right, now, is it revenge trading if you take an L and you catch a trade 5 minutes after, or an hour after, or 3 hours after? No, because the setup that you're looking for is there. You have a plan behind the setup. As long as you, dude, I can't get my words together today, bro. As long as you have a setup, yes or no, it is not revenge trading. All right, but with what you're asking, do you consider it revenge trading if you lose a trade and see a setup that you normally wouldn't take? Yes, that is revenge trading. Yes. Blast, are you green or wed for the or wed, bro? Yo, I'm gonna get off live after this, bro. Dude, I need sleep, bro. I need sleep. No, I'm green on the week, bro. I am green on the week. So I was red with the first ES trade. Kind of sucked. I made a good amount of it back with that second NQ trade, which was about 35 points. I made everything back and more with the other trade, the third trade that we caught on Monday, which is a 75-point trade. And then today I'm currently up around $300 more with this trade that we just caught. Do you like trading Asia? It depends. It depends. If we have news coming up where Asia looks like New York, yeah, I love it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Asia, in most times it's really clean as long as you can get the volume behind it. Asia moves so much better than New York most times. Like if there's volume, okay, look, if you guys were to ask me, okay, let's say, would you rather? Okay, let's say for example, right? Would you rather trade Asia with the New York volume, or would you rather trade New York with the New York volume? I would rather trade Asia. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't know if you guys see the pattern. But anytime that we trade Asia, it's always the cleanest trades straight to our price targets. No chop, no ifs, no buts, straight to our price target every single time. So there's just something about Asia that I love and hate. I hate the volume and I hate the way how slow it moves because the setups don't get respected. But when there's that volume that you need, dude, I would rather trade Asia over New York any day of the week, no matter what. Do you have a cushion on every account you have before you lose that account? Eh, I would suggest to, yeah. I would. Um, what was I reading on? Yo, I am bugging out right now, bro. What did I just read? What was the question? Oh yeah, do you have a cushion on every account that you use? Yeah, you should have a cushion. I mean, your main goal, the first thing that you do when you start the account is build a cushion. Yo, I am tripping today, bro. I promise you guys, I'm not even exaggerating. I am not thinking right, bro. I am not thinking right today, bro. Nah, bro, I'm not reading that, bro. Look, I'm slow today, but I'm not that slow, bro. You need rest? Yeah, no, trust me. I'm going straight to sleep after this trade. I'm not even gonna open up TikTok. I'm not even gonna open up anything. I'm going straight to sleep, man. Because the way I am, guys, I'm kind of like all my friends call me an iPad kid, bro. Anytime I'm eating, dude, I could be at a hangout with like 20 of my friends, bro, and I'll be eating my food. First thing I do is go on TikTok, bro. I don't know what it is about it, bro. I know it might be a little bit childish or just, like, yo, you're with your friends, whatever. Look, I love being with my friends and everything, but when I'm eating, bro, I gotta eat watching something, man. No matter what. And same thing goes with sleeping, bro. Guys, anytime before I go to sleep, guys, I promise you guys, I always wake up with my phone dead, bro. Always, bro. Always, always, always. Because I go to sleep watching TikTok and I'll be watching. I'm like my eyes. Let me rest for like 5 seconds. I'm watching TikTok and the same sound keeps repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And I fall asleep, bro. But yeah, anyways, let me kind of alert that this trade went over 85 points. Dude, so today's definitely going on the books, bro. Dude, I might just get out of this trade and just call it, bro. Because I need to go to sleep, bro. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm super tired today, bro. I got out of that position, bro. And regardless, we're getting a little bit weak either way, so forget about that final price target, bro. I'm going straight to sleep, dude. But yeah, most if not all of you guys should be green off this trade. But either way, most people already got off the live stream. Like I said, we typically have like 500, 600 people, and there's literally 200 people on the stream today. All right, so I'm not even gonna bother like wasting my breath, trying to find trades or whatever. All right, does Apex care if you traded more than 5 contracts before you freeze the trading drawdown? No, you good. David, I just passed my account, but I did an extra $18 for tops to give me an issue. No, as long as you don't surpass like $100 extra for that day, you're good. All right. So, and by the way, congrats. I got you, bro. I got you, Eric. I'll check it out. Wait, you never sent me a DM. I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing a few here that I gotta catch up on, but thank you. I got you, but yeah, guys. Once again, my bad for such a messy stream today. It doesn't usually go like this, and I'm a lot more energized. I actually can put my words together. But hey, at least we're green for the day. You know what I mean? It might not be much with the first trade, but I'm thankful for every dollar, man. I'm gonna go to bed, man. I'm exhausted today. But I love you guys too, man. But yeah, guys, once I wake up and I get back on, I'm gonna be explaining some trades and, you know what I mean, just breaking some stuff down because today was messy. Good night, booty tight. Yo. Are you gonna trade again today? I said that if I got stopped at a break even, yes, but I didn't. So no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Will we trade Asia today? Probably not. Unless we have some crazy news coming out during Asia. No, I'll be done. I'll be done. All right, guys. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get some rest, man, because I really need it, guys. My bad for such a messy stream today, but regardless, we're green, so there's no room to complain whatsoever. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys later then. All right. Peace out. Why don't you want to pay out? You won't pay yourself ever? What do you mean? I requested one not to go. I stopped kind of posting them just because it was kind of getting the wrong intention to most people. And most people were kind of trying to like say stuff in the chat. So I kind of just, it's not really a big deal. I've proven it to you guys enough already. So I couldn't really care less to post it. You know what I mean? But if you guys want me to post it, I mean, oh, not me. Oh, all right, bro. Dude, now I feel like you know what I mean. Like, let's say someone like waves pointing at you and you wave back, and the wave wasn't towards you, bro. That's how I feel right now, bro. All right, my bad, my bad. What do you think about taking longs? I would be careful for sure, but if you do want to take longs, we did take out liquidity, so it's pretty reasonable. I would look to pay attention to something here. Something here off of this rally gap would be pretty nice. Speak Italian, bro. Unfortunately, I came to the US when I was 4 years old, so I kind of have a little bit of Italian in me, but I completely forgot it, bro. I only understand Italian when my mom speaks it to me. Have you received the one that I just requested? Not yet. No. I can post it if you guys want. I just choose not to because I don't really care. I've proven it to you guys enough. Are you Italian? I am, yes. I was born there. Anyways, guys, I am off, man. I am so tired. All right, guys. I know I've said that for the last 30 minutes, but I'm actually gonna get off this time. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Keep it positive in the chat because I know a lot of you guys like to get a little bit ahead of yourselves. Because I'm not gonna be active. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys later then. All right, maybe in like 2 hours or so, whatever. All right. Oh, by the way, before you guys get off for the 200 people in here, guys, if you guys are green off the trade, guys, go post it in the profit channel. All right, guys. That's all I have to say. All right, guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys later then. All right. Peace out, guys. Peace. And you too, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the stream. A little bit of a messy one. I can't lie. I started the day a little bit red just because I got faked out, but I made everything back and some pocket change, which is an extra $230 on the day. So for today, I'm currently up $2,300 on the day. Copy trading 10 accounts, right? So multiply 230 times 10. That's about $2,300. I'll take every penny that I get. All right, guys. But that is enough from me. Hopefully this trade can hit the final price target. Although I did get out, I just want to go to sleep. I really need the rest. All right, guys. Let me catch up with the YouTube challenge and see what you guys are doing. Can't believe I missed this trade. You're good, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. There's always a tomorrow. All right, guys. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, wait. Someone here said, is there a delay on the stream? Is that normal? Yes. And the reason it's normal is because on YouTube, I stream on both YouTube and the premium. All right. And in the premium, obviously, I have to give out more content, right? Because it's what people are paying for. So I go live with no delay in the premium, which if you guys want to join, it's the first link in the description. And if you guys use code FLASH like this for 70% off, it will give you guys access to everything that I put out in terms of education, alerts, live trading, and my entire community. All right, but yeah, the YouTube live is delayed by 2 minutes. All right, guys. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right. Hopefully you guys are green. We are sitting green, $230 per account today. I'll take every penny. All right, guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, guys.